Hey guys, MainKiller7 here, the Radical Ranter. And I feel it's time I've finally done this. I've gotten plenty of requests for my top 5 YouTube ranters. Seeing as how I am a ranter myself, and I've discovered 5 people that I think should be on this list. And from the people I'm going to tell you about, and I will throw up links, pictures, and all that other good stuff so you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. Because you may not be able to put a face with a name, so I'll do that. But these 5 people will be on this list. Now, number 5 is exactly RantingRamsey. Now, the reason I like RantingRamsey a whole lot is because his videos are hilarious. His rants are quite actually spot on and they're well constructed. Now I can actually remember I discovered him through Undertaker Freak 1127. And I loved the little rift between the two that they posed through their videos, where they kind of went back and forth, but they're great friends, and I mean, really, what's the point of being friends if you can't take a jab at each other every now and then, right? But RantingRamsey's videos has always been hilarious to me ever since I've discovered him, and one of his most recent videos was he's talking about the winter storm in Ohio, and holy fuck, people have lost their minds. A good friend of mine once said, "Once snowflake falls, everybody goes completely retard." And just one snowflake falls, everybody goes full retard. It really does seem true down here when we had the ice storm blow through and everybody lost their fucking minds. Walmart lost power. People picked their groceries up and fucking ran with them. And then RantingRamsey's talking about like how people robbed the store for bread and don't know how to drive anymore on a road. Number 4. Regardless of what I have said about him, Undertaker Freak 1127 is a good ranter, and one of my favorite ranters on this site. However, I mean, the reason he's not higher is because he will not acknowledge anything I've ever said, and because he has said in an earlier video, the one where he responds to RantingRamsey, when people call him out, he responds. I've called him out how many times now, and he hasn't responded once. So, I mean, it kind of throws him down lower, and especially since he can't acknowledge that the terrorist Obama is an actual terrorist, and I've thrown proof at him that he's not a legal American, he is actually from Kenya, he still won't acknowledge that. And so it goes to show that regardless of him maybe being a good ranter, this is going by my standards of what the fuck I think, so if you're not okay with that, you can fuck off, I don't really fucking care. But this is going on my own list of who I think deserves to be in the spot. So, there you go. Number 3. The Archfiend. Now, regardless of that, the Archfiend is a great ranter, and I've had no real beefs with him aside, with any of his content, really, aside from that Angry Joe video he made, but that's just one deal in the entire fucking... I mean, his video series, The Pacification of America, and Archfiend's Choice just make him phenomenal. And the way he rants and actually does different topics every now and then is actually great. And in all reality, we need another Archfiend Destroys, damn it! That shit is just where you shot that hornet's nest. If you've killed like, what, 3 now videos of you destroying a hornet's nest? We need more stuff like that. Destroy a broken VCR or something, a broken TV, something that... Give a destruction content to your fans some more. We appreciate it. Okay. Number 2. Now, this is going to shock a lot of you if you do not know exactly where I'm coming from. Angry Joe. The Angry Joe Show. Holy shit, is he one of my favorite ranters here on YouTube, above just heads and tails above everybody else except for one guy. Now, and that will be number 1, so it's yet to come. But Angry Joe, just the way he rants is amazing. It's beautiful. It's funny. How he constructs anger, rage, just insanity and hilariousness all into one combination is just perfect. I love his content. And when he rages and rants about video game fuck-ups, it's perfect. He's one of my favorite guys here on YouTube, and I'm very glad I have found his content, because he's just amazing. Number 1. Now, I can tell you from my own experience of watching this guy's content for as long as I have, he's the best ranter on YouTube, in my opinion. And I'm very, very glad I watch his content regularly. Because, I mean, I usually get burnt out on people about watching them after a year or so. But this guy I've watched for over a year now, and he's amazing. But guys like Archfiend, Undertaker Freak, and Undertaker Freak 1127, and Archfiend, I get burnt out on their content, so I take breaks every now and then, but they're still great ranters in their own right. This guy, however, is heads and tails the best ranter on YouTube, in my opinion. Alpha Omega Sin. Also, basically one of the best ranters, the best video game ranter I can even think of on YouTube, because his content, his rants are just so well constructed. He goes off the top of his fucking head. He has very well constructed points. He's just great, and the way he throws in just random acts of violence for what the fuck ever reason, he's great. And the fact that he doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks, and he's like, oh, you hate me? Okay, well, fuck you too, I don't really care. He's a great ranter. And the way he rants about, like, Microsoft fucking up, he calls them out. He declares, anytime he sees bullshit, he calls it out. And that's exactly the way I am, although I have a more broad view than his, because he does strictly video game content and companies that dwell with the video game industry. Me, I'm more worldwide. I see something fucking stupid that I would actually want to rant on, I rant about it, and I do not really do an entire lot like you would assume. So, Alpha Omega Sin gets the top on my list of the top 5 YouTube ranters. This has been MainKiller7, guys, the Radical Ranter, out.